liniștea de dinaintea furtunii. Emoțiile sunt mari și în rândurile lor sunt luptători profesioniști. O să-i recunoașteți și foarte ținute care să-i, evident, deosebească. Buhurt International. Și vă mai reamintesc ceva. Festivalul Medieval Oradea găzduiește luptători din 14 țări. Pentru una din aceste țări este o zi specială. Today is Independence Day. La mulți ani, Happy 4th of July. Pentru toți americanii, avem oaspeți aici care sărbătoresc, vor lupta în ziua țărilor, să-i aplaudăm. Happy 4th!
Thank you for bearing with us there while we addressed a few technical issues on the stream. We've had our wizards behind the scenes working very hard to get things back on track for you. We were aware that there was a bit of a delay there. So if you do notice anything on the stream that you want to bring to our attention, please just put it in the chat and we will work very hard to address it as soon as we can.
Right now, we're watching the marshals having their briefing, making sure that they can keep all of the fighters safe today during this quite intense sport.
Danny given a very physical performance there, these marshals. I'm not sure what he's trying to communicate there. Tristan, any idea?
Well, I don't really speak sign language, but it must be important.
I think so too. I think so too. I'll have to write that down to ask him when I see him next. Now we're seeing one of the other marshals there, arrayed in radiant yellow. Of course, this is a perfect time to say thank you to all of our volunteer marshals and supporting staff. The event, quite simply, couldn't happen without them.
Absolutely. The marshals and support crew give these events their absolute all, and it shows, and everything runs smoothly thanks to these people in yellow. So for all the audience, please show some love to our marshals and tell them what a great job they're doing.
Yes, buy them a drink when you see them next. Of course, as alcohol is not permitted amongst competitors. So just had confirmation there that in fact, rather than myself and Tristan interpreting the martial sign language for the enjoyment of the viewers, we will switch to live sound.
Not easy to mind. He was touched just once or with full waist, so it's better. I think better to compare.
Yes, I know. My only counter to that point is we have a very big list to deal with.
So we will find a place.
So we could move them
Yes,
away from
maybe
that.
not perfect in the middle, but
Excuse me.
But experienced fighters can use the body.
I agree they can.
For receiving the advantage.
But that body is an issue for everybody in the field, regardless. Yes. So
Okay.
we go.
Let's go. So if the marshals are in here,
Get the flags in position. Go and check. Thanks, guys.
And we're back with you. Tristan, what did you think of that?
Insightful.
Insightful. Absolutely. I could not agree more. Let's have a look to see what we are seeing now. We see Dan Winter walking across, meaning business. And we are seeing our live streamer walk and his feet. Oh, and then we've got the list again. Our marshals dutifully patrolling back and forth. And we're back, I think, is that Bart? With the yellow flags here. We're seeing quite a crowd today. What do you think? What do you think of that crowd? A lot of people here today watching. One of the biggest events that I've personally been to.
It's really nice that people have taken the time out of their day to come and interact with our sport and watch what's going on. Especially for many of the people here who are local, this may be their first exposure to our sport, so it'll be really exciting for them to have some exposure and see what this is all about.
I couldn't agree more, Tristan. I think wonderful that Ordea is putting on the Medieval Festival. Such a big draw. So many people coming, so many different events. We saw jousting, we've had cannons fired, nearly deafened both of us, and we've had some reenactments so far.
Yeah, very nice atmosphere here at a very historic location, and really adds to the whole atmosphere and mystique of the event. And thank you very much to the city of Oradea for hosting this event for all of us to enjoy.
I've really enjoyed it so far. Of course, it's not the same when you're not fighting at it, but given the heat, given the dust, I can't complain too much.
I must say it is nice to be sitting in the shade over here watching the fights from a distance, and fortunate not to be in our armor.
Absolutely. Oh, and we see
5 contra 5. Buhurt International.
Show some love to the Iron Wolves about to enter the list.
fantastic, fantastic. So this is the Iron Wolves women team, captained by Mira Asgard. And we've got Morgane McClare in number 2. We've got that we've got today. They're just taking up position on the left side of the list.
And of course, the extremely important armor checks will be taking place with each of the marshals, giving each of the fighters a once-over to make sure.
Yes, I couldn't agree. I'm just having a look at the armor I'm seeing today at the tabards. Very, very beautifully arrayed. Oh, we've got White Company entering the list here. Big, big fan. We've got Jenny Habry, 29, the captain. Ira Bolshkova, 1. Bruna Longley, number 4. Marion DeFranco Santos, number 5. We've got Alice Langdon, 7. Rachel Terrell, 8. And Julia Dahlgren actually fighting in my armor today because, of course, hers was lost in transit.
Lost in transit, that's a very expensive loss there.
Seeing the White Company women's team. I know how hard they work. I know how hard they fight. We're getting ready to start here today. And we're off!
And we're off.
Teasing each other out. Nice slow approach. We've got, oh, we see some
Iron
action
Wolves
there.
spreading out.
I do see it. It's an interesting spread. Oh, we've got an attempt at a head wrap. Oh, and there's one down from the White Company. They have taken down an Iron Wolf. We see an Iron Wolf coming from the back. Oh!
One suicide there. 2 on the ground. One from each team.
I like the attempt at a throw. Very, very close to being successful there, but just dragged her down with her, I think.
And it's a 2v1 on the right side. Going for a head rip against the lone Iron Wolf.
Yes. We see number 4 there. That is Bruna holding her own in the corner. Very, very good. Oh, what have we got? Iron Wolf looking a bad position there on the back rail.
Very bad position. Quite a difficult one to get out of. They'll have a lot of weight on their back.
Oh,
and that
4-on-1. That's the fight. That's it. That's
end of the
one
round.
round to the White Company. How do you feel? Is that something that we expected, or is that something surprising you?
Well, White Company is very well known for being an excellent team, as you know. So I suppose it's to be expected that they're getting off on a strong foot, but let's see how the Iron Wolves recover in the next round.
4 fighters to 1. I don't think I expected to see such a strong start, especially not from such a good team as the Iron Wolves as well. So very, very good to see. But as a commentator, I suppose I should be impartial and hold on my cheers.
I suppose you're definitely not letting your biases show one bit short.
No, I'm sure it'll tone down as the day goes on. I can just barely contain my excitement. I love this. This is where we want to be, you know?
Absolutely. And that is the start of the second round.
Yes. Maybe we'll see the Iron Wolves rally and come back. They're going for that same spread out that they've gone for last time. Let's see if it works this time. Oh, we've got a charge through from the White Company. What do we got?
And they've actually managed to keep White Company's center away from the center.
They have. That's an interesting move. We see Jenny there holding in the corner. We've got number 4, Bruna, coming back. Oh, Jenny run across. Jenny go for the
there.
head wrap. And we have... Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, that's another
double
one for
takedown
one.
there.
The Iron Wolves are doing good. This is a strong comeback.
Tough position for the Iron Wolves on the right there, Sean.
Good decision to break away, I think, there. What do you think?
Whoa.
Oh!
What a jump.
That's what we like to see. That's the action that we're here for.
Could they force her under the list?
She's looking around.
Sure
for some
looks like it
opportunity.
might happen. Tough position to be in.
Oh! Yeah, I heard that from here.
And brutal chops from the Iron Wolves.
Into the back of Rachel, number 8. Jenny's circling around there. Oh, we've got another 1-for-1 there. Nice roll too. Oh. And there we've got a numbers advantage for the White Company.
Number 51 holding her own, but how long can she last?
That is the captain of the Iron Wolves, Mira, doing some good work there. We see Julia, my very lovely helmet. Oh,
And the Marshals have called the round.
hold it. Well done. Very beautiful.
Well done to both teams there. Great performance. And a great opener for today's Buhurt.
Crowd loved it. You hear that clapping? Very engaging. I think that was well fought and a really, really nice opener. Really good introduction to the people of Ardea and Romania. Oh, and we've got some...
You've got some compliments in the crowd there, Sean.
Yes, yes. Well, of course, it's only because they can't see me from here, and obviously they can't see the gentleman I'm sitting beside. Big shout out to both Tristan and
Now,
Dusty.
no need to make it a competition.
Who's this we've got? Seamstress by night. Any idea?
I don't know them, but thank you so much for the kind words, Seamstress by Night.
Thank you. It's that kind of motivation is going to keep us going throughout the long day. And of course, the Buhurt Iced Coffee Fund, which is keeping us so well hydrated. Identify yourself, Seamstress by Night. I don't think we need any identification from Freya. Well known, of course. Oh, we've got Invicta Women's entering the list. We're just addressing the mistitling at the top there. What are we seeing here? What do you got?
Echipa Invicta în roșu-albastru i-a primit așa cum se cuvine. În arenă
Okay, and we're back with you, I do believe. We know that there is a...
iată aici pe The White Company.
Oh, White Company men team.
Versus the Invicta men's team.
Yes. We've got, for Invicta, captained by Rowland Longley, 1, Jacob Cronin, 3, Ben Robertson, 4, my arch nemesis, Sebastian Greaves, in 14, very fast. Josh Stevenson, 15, George Batchelor, 16, Stephen Hegarty, 19, and Andrew, 35. For the White Company, we've got some famous faces. We've got their captain, Dan Winter, most grizzled man in Buhurt. 47, Jake Bennett, a newcomer to White Company 1. We've got Nicky Barnes, Barney, number 9. The big man, Kai, in 6. Jake Coles, Martin Gill, and Joe Partridge. So we've got the big
And
fast
we're about to see the clash of these two very tough teams.
Titans in the UK. The best teams that we've got. Oh, we've got fast action. We've got, I think that's Kai with a head rip. Oh, and we've got
Strong
JP
cross
loose with the
there.
axe. Got a headbutt here in the corner. JP start. Oh, we've got some. Oh, that was a flank there.
Serious speed and aggression in the list today.
This is top tier Buhurt at its finest. Oh, listen to that chop. An attempted head rip, but didn't quite go through. I'm loving what I'm seeing so far.
We've got a weapon dropped by one of the White Company members, and they are running to the other side to go get that.
And I think beyond what we're actually technically seeing, Tristan, I think, as you say, we're seeing fast-paced elite fighters at work here. Two of the finest teams in Buhurt.
And it really is an example of premium Buhurt. You can really see both teams taking their time to calculate each of their moves, and yet they do it so quickly.
It has devolved into 1v1 wrestling here. This is almost the White Company way of old, back in the days of Buhurt yonder.
Marshall's pausing. That was an axe a bit too close to the neck there.
I think so, but
Had to
addressed
break that up
quickly, and we
very
like that.
quickly.
Good job from the Marshals. That's, it's Martin Gills picked up a small axe and he's hatching it away there. Looks like Kai holding down number 1. That's Rowland. Kai and Rowland in a battle of the big boys in the corner. We've got some support for Barney in the chat. And Seamstress fighting out of Utah, USA. I'm sorry about that. But
Thanks for tuning in from the States.
yeah,
And,
love your support.
Also, big shout out to our viewers from Australia and the USA staying up late to watch these events.
And the half of a viewer from Ireland that's somewhere out there, I'm sure. Oh, we've got commands on the field there. I don't know if you saw that. White Company have got Invicta in a bad position here. 2 on 4.
Tough
Barney in the
position for
red
Invicta.
there.
It looks like White Company just managed to wear them down.
Oh! Now, I have been on the receiving end of Kai's incredible strength. The man is a giant, 6'6". Oh!
And a final takedown over the dead body there.
That was good. Great use of environmental things.
Absolutely. Well, second win for White Company.
A lot. It had a attestation to the strength of Invicta as how long that took. White Company finished most teams in seconds, and Invicta really took them all the way.
They were very difficult to take down.
Anybody stand out on the field as doing particularly notable things or really good performances for you, Tristan?
Well, I'm just impressed at what a nice display of different fighting styles we've seen. We've got some of the bigger, tougher guys really showing their endurance, and then also some very quick guys running back and forth, being where they need to be.
What are you seeing from the swap outs? Who's coming out? Who's coming in? Invicta look to be changing up their field list. I saw a very fine hat behind the White Company there. I wonder if we could get a closer look at that hat. Is that the Boas himself? It does appear to be. We've got a legend at the list supporting.
And Invicta have swapped out a couple of their numbers.
And we've got the
Some
round
fresh faces
2.
in there.
White Company, of course, 1 round up. Barney in the center. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, testing each other out, testing each other out. Centers just staring each other down. That's the role of the centers, they hold. Oh, we've got a back attack on Barney. Narrowly avoided. Very good work from Invicta. Really, they went back with a strategy. You can see they've adapted. White Company, of course, pinning them to the lists. They've got them penned in.
White Company has managed to really separate out each of the Invicta members into a 1v1. Do you feel that that's where White Company is strongest?
I think in this scenario, they know that as individuals, they're very strong fighters. I think they're confident in their ability to take this as a one-on-one, and if they can prevent any 2-on-1s, they might take this just like they took the first round. It worked once, why not work again? Oh, but we've got a charge in there. That sounded like it hurt. Kai's got somebody bent over, not where you want to be, under that big boy. Nice work from Invicta in the list there. You see him keeping moving. An attempt at a throw. Oh, we see the leg. That looks like an Asudagari attempt on Barney. Not successful, but beautifully done.
And a takedown for White Company in the right corner there.
Kai has just knocked that man over. Oh, and Kai's coming with the axe.
And
He's
now
got the
it's
head.
a 2-on-1 in the middle. And a suicide over there.
I don't think that was intentional. I think he went down there by mistake. But still,
I'd be lying if I said that hadn't happened to me many times in the past.
of course. Sometimes I go down and the other guy doesn't, so it was just good to see. How many have we got up on both sides? Are we looking at a 4-3 here? Yeah, looks like Barney's got somebody in a bad position over there. Of course, 2-on-1. Oh, that's Jake Coles giving the chops with a big halberd. They're a very dangerous fighter. Nice.
Brutal axe chops there. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of those.
He is our sword and buckler gold medalist. Oh, looked like some camaraderie there. He fist bumped. Yeah. No,
this is an intense fight. I can't believe how well Invicta are managing to stay on their feet here.
They are in. We've got some questions about why the list is so far away from the crowd. The answer is we've very recently had somebody hit by an axe head in the UK, splintered, and hit him right in the mouth, our photographer. So we are trying to keep safety and viewer enjoyment at the forefront of our mind. We also had some jousting yesterday, and horses are not known for their negotiation skills. Back to the list though, we look to have evened out a bit here.
Is this a 2-on-2?
Looks to be a 3-on-2.
3
No,
on 2.
looks like a 3-on-1.
And
That'll be the
that's the
stoppage.
fight.
Well done, White Company. That was a
And well
long,
done, Invicta.
long, heavy round in that heat, but we love to see it. Very, very good work for both teams. Bit of an age on the White Company there. Experience won out, I think.
I think so. And when it gets down to a battle of endurance at the end, it can be very, very difficult for both teams to maintain peak performance, but White Company just managed to eke out the win against them.
For Ashley Wagner, 80 Hunter Crowley, and to finish it up, we've got Chelsea, number 91. So lovely. I really love what I'm seeing in terms of their tabards. Looks like a lot of axes on show here today, and a ball mace. Don't see those very often.
No, very exciting to see what they're bringing to the table. And I see some comments in the crowd showing their support for the people leaders from the US.
Yes, we love that support. Of course, call out your favorite fighters. We've got Kenya's entering the list. And we've got Olivia Digby-Clark 1, Gillian Fagati 2, Sophia Reichlich 3, Rihanna Kiswan 4, Rowena Lamb 5, Sarah Hummel 6, 7, Danny Shorn, and Anna Blausch 8. So we've got a full complement from Kenya's. Emma Blausch actually from Poland, as far as I'm aware, so potentially drawn on some mercs today too.
Yeah, it's a tough team today with a full roster.
Again, a lot of axes on show, a lot of axes and bucklers. Seems to be the meta at the minute.
It certainly is my preference, Sean. Axe makes a great wrestle stick, and the buckler keeps your left hand free.
We've got a shout out for Morgan King. That's what we like to see. Tell us who Morgan fights for, and tell us what she's going to do today. Purple People Eaters RIP. Strong words from Dongus Kong. But we'll see. We're about to find out. There will be no ambiguity left very, very shortly. Got a marshal calling the... Yeah. The list is closing. Marshal's ready. Fighters ready.
And that's start of fight. Let's see how this goes.
Slow entrance here.
They're sizing each other up.
Yeah, textbook entrance, 2-on-2, one hold in the middle. A halberd strike into the side there of Kenya's. Both teams have studied their playbooks, obviously. They're running this a textbook fight. Got some
wrestling on the list already.
We like to see... Oh,
great
early
takedown
throw
from
from
Diaz.
Kenya's.
And going in for an immediate head rip.
2! Now, Kenya's already taking the numerical lead. That's going to capitalise up. We're going to see that work through for the rest of the fight. And that's it. I would be very surprised to see the Purple People Eaters make a comeback here.
Very quick win under the belt of Kniaz. And let's see if they can keep that momentum going in the second round.
Yeah, that's the fight. You see that early, all those early takedowns in the corner. They took the fight. Excellent work from Purple People Eaters. You see a lot of teamwork there, a lot of good attempts, but I think just the numerical advantage cost them.
Definitely.
Morgan is the Purple People Eater, less than a year in the sport. Phenomenal, phenomenal. Kyle,
To their credit, the People Eaters have come all the way from the US. No doubt some jet lag there, not doing them any favors, but big kudos to them for coming out all this way and making the effort to be here.
we love that clean sweep. We do. It was excellent, and some of my favorite fights to watch. Just in response to Kyle there, asking who let me in the commentary booth. Somebody who identifies and recognizes talent can. We've got the start of round 2. Talk to me what you're seeing.
People Eaters being a lot more cautious this time around, trying to stick together.
Understandable given what just happened. They're probably a bit trepidatious about engaging so aggressively. Looks like that Kenya's fighter's throwing out strikes unanswered because of the Purple People Eater that is down there, really costing them. It's another Purple People Eater down. Kenyas have the numbers advantage again. I think we're going to see a repeat of round 1 here. Ooh, good throw attempt from Kenya. Oh, that push over there. What did they trip over? I think they tripped over.
I didn't quite catch that, Sean, but that is the end of the round.
Nasty to be receiving strikes from behind there whenever you're occupied wrestling. You never want to be in that position. But good fight from Kenyas. Excellent work. Well done. I think we've got a possibly contender for the day in Kenyas.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see Kenyas and White Company go up against each other. That'll be a real clash of the titans.
Yes, and I think good call out by Seamstress by Night here. They did have great field awareness. I just think those early takedowns cost them. There's not much you can do when you've got 2 unanswered fighters running around, you know. Next up, we've got the Minutemen versus the Hospital.
This will be a really exciting matchup with a less known team going up against a team all the way from the USA, the Minutemen. And let's see how they both do.
I don't believe the Minutemen are a formal team. I think they're a collection of talented fighters that are coming here today.
Oh, I see. That's very interesting. A mercenary team. And here they come out.
Somebody saying this is going to be fast. A shout out for Ian. Yes, we all love Ian. Well, we don't all love Ian when we're across from Ian. But certainly watching him is more fun than fighting him. And we've got a Go Blue, presumably an American supporter there.
The Minutemen.
Yeah, and then right. Just a quick check up on the iced coffee there. That was the streaming delay from Dusty. Important questions being asked as the Minutemen.
No iced coffee, no stream.
Correct. We've got the Hospitals. Big cheers from the crowd today.
Very exciting for these guys, and very nice to see some new teams showing up today, and crowd showing them a lot of love.
Somebody saying the Hospitals are from Moldova. That's what I've got here.
I believe they are from Moldova.
Are you informed differently to us? Frex to goer. Lining up here, I'm seeing some halberds. That's a lot of halberds for a 5v5.
Well, let's see if they know how to use them.
I've no doubt we'll see a very talented halberdier in Ian coming to work today. So I worry that maybe if it gets into a halberd fight, they might not like how it goes.
And that is start of fight. Let's see if they put those halberds to good use.
Let's see. This is big boys here, both sides. Oh, we've got a bit of action there. Oh,
Slow but very well considered push from the Minutemen.
I'm hearing those halberd strikes hit, and I know that's a big guy, but that sounds loud. Whoa, we've got some action here. Some nice strikes happening in the corner. You can tell they're duelists, you know. Early tick down, been capped. Oh, some fast. Oh, we've got another tick down. The Minutemen. Somebody said it would be fast. I didn't expect it to be quite this fast. They've got to close in. The wolves surrounding the deer.
It certainly was fast. Let's see if the Moldovans can hold up a little bit longer in the next round. But
Dongus Kong saying we're about to show these Europeans some 4th of July freedom. Yes, they certainly did that. Go blue. Go blue. I love what appears to be a Scottish sash there. Absolutely beautiful decor and some great
Scottish patriotism.
Love that. I hope he's Scottish anyway, because if he isn't, somebody needs to have a word. The Hospodars are strong. That was a good performance, considering I just think they were against very talented and strong fighters in the Minutemen. The Minutemen maybe called because it took them less than a minute, you know.
You're living up to their name.
Yeah, a bit disappointing. The Ironman doesn't quite have the same ring date, Tristan. Last time I saw them, they got injured quite a lot. Well, against a lineup like that, can you blame them?
Yeah, very difficult lineup to be on the opposing end of.
Obviously, those big boys now in the Minutemen are looking tired, though. It's hot out there, that armor's heavy, and lugging around 7 foot of weight.
That's a lot of weight to be lugging around in the sun.
We've got the start of round 2. So let's see if Minutemen can do another. Of course.
Very, very aggressive push.
I think attempted
Already
a back sweep there from the Minutemen.
Hospodars on the ground.
Yes. It's a 1 for 1. Oh, and that. Did his knee touch the ground? The Minutemen.
Quite a pile up in the corner.
I'm speechless at how fast this. Look at the dust coming off these men. They're like stallions running to war.
And that is the end of the round. Minutemen certainly living up to their names.
Absolutely tremendous work. I think they learned from the first round. They put it into practice in the second round. Hospodars well fought, but no match for the those large Americans. That large Scottish man screaming there, terrifying.
But a good show of sportsmanship, helping their opponents off the ground. And no doubt there will be some beers exchanged later this evening.
But never during competition. We, of course, firmly and vehemently deny that anybody partakes in alcohol during competition. It is not in keeping with Buhurt International.
Echipa americană, the Minutemen, și-au luat numele după
We've got some nice camaraderie as they exit the lists. But I can't see.
dintre polițienești din tânărul stat
american. Se numeau de Minutemen pentru că răspundeau chemării celor în pericol într-un singur minut. Aplauze pentru
I think when your whole environment is cultured to be as dangerous as the Australian one, it produces some fine fighters. But of course, Finland, an equally hostile environment to train in. And we've got them entering the list now. Are we seeing other purple tabards today? This is the most colourful round of Buhurt that I have ever seen.
It sure is going to be confusing if we see the Valkyries fighting against the People Eaters.
Oh. So for Kiviraret, we have got Rusa Jorvinen, Tina Sarkanen, Tinja Lindstedt, Melissa Kaivos, Pinja Larksonen, Sarian Michula and Maria Veros changing up
Kings Valkyries
things.
di Buhurt.
This is going to look.
Seeing lots of love in the chat for the Valkyries. Some very proud Australians, and show them some more support.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. We love that.
Oi, oi, oi.
Rhiannon's the GOAT. That remains to be seen. We'll see if Rhiannon is in fact the GOAT following this. But I want to see your predictions in the chat. Who have we got? Have we got the Valkyries or have we got Kvitorette? So we've got Kvitorette on the list here, lining up on the right-hand side. Again, I'm seeing long axes. Very, very unusual to see that number of two-handed axes on a 5v5. Oh, and we've got the start of the fight. Quite a fast-paced entrance there, but we've got an aggressive maneuver by the Valkyries, sorry, in the purple. We've yet to see a takedown. Everything's sort of bunched up here in the minute. Quite a lot of melees going on, 1v1s, almost reminiscent of White Company Invicta here.
Great communication between the Aussies. We can actually hear them from within the tent communicating to one another. And
Got a
I
one
think
for one at the back there.
the communication of the Australian teams is something that they're quite well known for.
If I sounded Australian, I would be excellent at communicating to you using that voice as many times as I could. We're looking at a lot of like wrestling happening here, not as much striking as I expected with so many halberds.
Lots of wrestling. Oh, and
Fighter maybe tried to get away with that cheeky throw there, but or needed in fact touched the ground. So 3 on 3. This is a very close fight. Could go either way. What are we thinking? Oh, we've got a head ripped attempt here. Oh, and
one Valkyrie on the ground.
Can they make this work? Oh, that's it.
That's the end of the round.
Lovely work from Kvitorette.
What a close round that was, Sean.
I think the Tears had it early on, and then Kvitorette came back strong, and then you can see how that worked. That's why we love Buhurt.
It'll be very difficult to predict how the next round will go. Will the Valkyries pull the win out of the air, or will the Finns manage to push through for a second win?
I think somebody in the chat said, let it ride, Valkyries. I think that is not what they should do. They need to hustle butter, they need to come back strong, and they need to show Kvitorette what the Aussies are made of, or it's Kvitorette's day. Cannot afford another repeat of that.
A couple of roster changes happening on both sides.
I think good maybe in this heat that they're changing up fighters, especially when they've got as many spares as they've got.
We've had a couple of comments in the chat about the commentation dropping out when we show the rosters. Can anyone confirm in the chat if that's true?
Hive a Mimit, somebody said. I don't know what that means, but yes. And we've got the start of round 2. Again, an aggressive start from the Valkyries. They're taking 3/4 of that list. Kvitorette with a back sweep. Is that going to work? And she's got the head rip. Not quite successful, but close. Let's get that camera. I need to see this action happen.
Lots more impressive wrestling.
Very impressive. Oh, and we've got Kvitorette just thrown somebody. We've got a throw in the corner, freeing up a person for Kvitorette. We've got a Valkyrie following over, and we've got a head rip from behind. Is that going to be successful? I don't think she's got the momentum, but close. And now we've got a head rip chain going on here. Kvitorette's looking a lot better with that big long halberd. And we're stalling here. We're caught in the action.
Tough position for the Valkyries, but they're doing a great job staying up. Let's hope they don't trip over any of the bodies on the ground.
Kvitorette have that head rip though. It's a 2-on-1. I know that.
Dangerous position to be in. Are they going to go down?
bigger fighter from tier. They certainly look like the larger team, but
Well, the Valkyries are impressing everyone by staying on their feet despite multiple head reps.
oh,
wow.
that could have been what was needed to even it up. Now it's a 2-on-1. And
2-on-1, very difficult.
very hard. She's got to end this quickly. Can't outfire two people. You have your choice of. Ah, and that's it.
Un singolo lottatore rimasto in situazione.
Beautiful work from Kviteret. They brought a game plan and they stuck to it. Amazing resilience from the Valkyries, but just not enough to see the day today. Rise call from the Marshals, of course.
Se strigă numele țării fetelor care au câștigat, Suomi, Finlanda.
Fighters leaving the list here, showing camaraderie.
Urmează confruntarea masculină. I-am mai văzut cum mai merg. Ne vom vedea din nou. Eu zic că s-au definit la Invicta împotriva gospodarilor. Mă rog, americanii pronunță hospodars.
Our next lineup is the Hospodars versus Invicta.
So we've seen both of these male team fights before. Obviously, we saw the Minutemen run through the Hospodars. Good fights, but very quick. And we saw Invicta grind out to a very close loss against White Company. So, given that the roster is muting the announcers, we will probably hold off on showing the roster right now. I will just call out the fighters. We've got Alexander Chibatori, Vladimir Ingurin, Nikolai, Leonard Trebetas, Andre Tony Ilariu, Valentin Brinzai, and Y. Otsulenko. We have got Invicta in their brand new tabards entering the list, of course. Roland Longley captain, Jacob Cronin, Ben Robertson, Sebastian Greaves, Josh Stevenson, George Batchelor, Stephen Higgerty, and Andrew Wigley coming into the list strong. How are you thinking? How do you think this will go?
Must admit, Invicta's a very strong team, and we'll see whether or not the Hospodars have recovered from their last round, whether they're able to stand strong or whether they're going to be taken down by the very tough Invicta.
Very tough Invicta. I wonder how they will fare against it.
Va fi o bătălie grea pentru gospodarii, sigur de asta.
We do apologize about the issues with the overlay of the stream. We are experiencing a couple of technical issues. Hopefully those will be ironed out sooner than later, but you may notice some things popping up on the screen.
Got big cheers for the Hospodars from the home crowd. Nice slow entry here. With some good strikes.
Invicta showing their aggression.
Crashed right through there. Had a back sweep. Who's that running? We've got. Oh. Hospodars they pull off a dangerous technique there. That Invicta fighter really got a halberdier throwing some unanswered shots too. Invicta running to the grind. Oh, we've got up. Oh. Invicta taking the numbers advantage. And the nice kicks on the leg. The foot sweep too. Very effective, but his compatriot is holding up. But it's worked. Invicta capitalized on those numbers. We're seeing a 5v3. 5v2. And that's it. That's it.
One lone fighter from Hospodar is managing to stay on their feet. Good on them. Can we
Tough
get
day for
can
the
we get some
Hospodars.
love in the chat for the Hospodars? They are out here giving it their all. Whether or not they bring home a medal, they're doing their absolute best, and that is fantastic.
Not getting much love in the list, so all the love in the chat is grateful. But also, what a great show from Invicta. They lost against White Company, but they came back strong. Absolutely redeemed themselves today.
Absolutely. So nice to see that they weren't demotivated at all by their first loss and able to bring it back in the next lineup.
We've got some nemesis talking in the chat here between Toast and Brandon Riggle. Who do you fight for, guys, and how do you know each other? While we wait for the second round of Invicta Hospodars. And we've got the start of the second round here. Invicta coming on strong again. Oh, and a charge through attempt. And we've got another guy in the back. Invicta replicating round one. Look like the much bigger fighters than the Hospodars as well.
Extreme what they're doing, going up against a team that possibly is a little bit less prepared for aggressive tactics.
We got somebody saying the Hospodar tabards look great. Yes, they do. I just wish maybe they looked less on the floor. I'm sure the Hospodars will come back strong today against some good teams.
Got a couple of 2v1s on the list here. Very dangerous for the Hospodars, but at this point, I don't think there's all too much they can do about it.
Again, a sweep for Invicta. Very
That's the
good
end of the
fight. Well done, both Hospodars and Invicta. Toast fights for Legion of Honor in Missouri. And he uses a big Chinese Dao. Interesting choice of weapon, you don't see it too often.
No, I've never even heard of it.
Kind of a pole arm style thing. I've seen one or two, typically with the Eastern kit. Hurts quite a bit to get hit with, but thankfully a rare weapon in the list. Hospodars dragging themselves out. Up next we've got the Purple People Eaters and the Iron Wolves. Oh, I love to say the Purple People Eaters.
I know, what a fun team name.
Absolutely wonderful to say in the accent, of course, too. Who have you got for this fight?
Oh, tough call. Have to admit, I think my money is on the Iron Wolves, but as we have seen before, things can go either way very, very quickly.
Hard to say so early in the day. We've seen Wolves put up a good fight against the White Company. Purple People Eaters, I don't know. I believe in them.
We've got some love in the chat for the Purple People Eaters.
Ooh, go Purple People Eaters! We've got Toast supporting the Iron Wolves, I think. The home crowd obviously cheering for the PPE though too.
The Purple People Eaters, the White Wolves, the Iron Wolves.
Let's get it indeed. We've got them entering the list now. Bold walk, bold stance from both.
Purple People Eaters looking fashionable as ever.
What are you seeing in terms of the loadout? Is anything sticking out to you, Tristan?
Looks to be a pretty stock standard selection of bucklers and axes, but quite unusual to have such a large punch shield in a Buhurt.
Exactly what I was thinking. You used to be the way that they were quite effective, but people have transitioned to the small buckler as of late, and I'm wondering maybe why the punch shield?
Well, I suppose if they're good at punching and it works for them, every fighter's loadout is so personalized. You get used to one specific thing, and it's quite difficult to break old habits.
Inspired words, Tristan. We've got the Wolves walking in. Certainly a very intimidating team in those black tabards with the doggies on them.
They sure do look mean.
They do. I'm sure they're lovely people up close. Very, very big halberd at the front there. No thank you to being hit by that. And a lot more falchions on the side than we do.
Yeah, I struggle with the falchion in Buhurt. It's not a great wrestle stick, but I suppose if they know how to use them effectively, they can cause a lot of pain.
Let's see if they know how to use them effectively. They did not the first time around, so we'll see if they've implemented more striking or maybe just a less mobile team than the White Company.
So this is Purple People Eaters from the USA and Iron Wolves from Denmark.
Denmark, of course, hosting this year's IMCF, and they are the women's choice team, so we've got the beginning of the action.
Two teams cautiously making their way up, and an immediate clash on the far side of the list there.
I'm worried that I'm seeing... Oh! See a nice punch in the middle there, and that punch shield isn't doing the work that I'd expect it to for a punch shield. That initial charge wasted by that big shield.
I see a dropped axe there.
Oh, I do as well. Halberdier lefty work. Iron Wolves putting in the strikes there.
Oh, a suicide over there.
Oh,
And the Iron Wolves are now one up.
nice throw from the Iron Wolves. They're going to capitalize on those numbers early. Look at that work. A head rip attempt at the back there from behind. I would just be using that axe to hit, and she is. See, again, those bucklers better for wrestling. That's what we're seeing here today. That's the fight. Well done, Iron Wolves. Very nice display.
Great effort on both sides, but the Iron Wolves had what it takes to push through the final few members.
We see somebody saying if you can only throw someone with an axe, that sounds like a skill issue. Couldn't agree more.
I'm certainly being called out here.
Yeah, I feel personally attacked as well. Let's leave the fighting to the lists, guys, not the commentators. We're seeing some communication between the Purple People leaders. What do you think? What would you be saying to your teammate in this scenario, Tristan?
I'd be asking if we want to be more aggressive or more defensive. Communication, especially on the rail between yourself and your floater on your shoulder, is extremely important.
I'd be blaming it all on them. But we're seeing the start of the second round, so let's see if the PPEs can bring it back. Oh, charge from the Iron Wolf!
The Iron Wolf centers are very aggressive and almost immediately push the other center into a 1v1. Very interesting. Wonder if they'll break off.
Purple People leaders seem to be standing and just letting themselves be hit here. Very cinematic there, seeing this dust rise up as these fighters wrestle in it. We're seeing a lot of static work here. Not a lot of movement. I'd be certainly in a wrestle like this where there's no clear winner. I'd be trying to break off and go and support somebody very quickly.
Yes. We split off into two skirmishes on the side here, and a suicide on the right. Two fighters down, one on each side.
But it's freed up an Iron Wolf, look. It's coming across to do some, yep, we've got a head rip.
Immediate head rip.
Lovely, lovely work. Very effective, doing immediate takedown.
Textbook head rip there.
Somebody should she's back. She's back to go help out against the other PPE in the corner. I wonder what that fighter's just doing, statically standing there. Come on. Yes. We're seeing her now. She's waking up and come to help her her compatriot. We're seeing two 2-on-1s. Bit of a break in the and we've got a
throw there to
That's
end
it.
the round.
Wolves took it 2-0. Excellent resilience from the Purple People Eaters. Just not enough movement, I think, against a big, strong team like the Wolves.
I think so. I think they let themselves get backed into a corner, and that's quite a difficult position to be in and get yourself out of. But great effort.
We have got Adam Harrington in the chat. Superman of Men. I don't think that's an unjust name for you, Adam. I do know that you have recently joined the Polish side of things. So, how are you finding that? And Toast going to be seeing everybody in Denmark. I'll be seeing you in Denmark, Toast. Toast is Friley? Very possibly. Single toast, reveal yourself. It is in fact Frowley. Hopefully that's not a trademark phrase. Scrub that out of the live stream if it is.
We've got some discussion about wrestling versus pain compliance in the live chat.
We've
Some
got,
differing opinions.
yeah, I do see that. I do see that. Pain compliance sounds pretty mean over there. We have got the White Company male team versus Minutemen up. White Company entering the list. That's Dan Winter. We have ball miss. Unusual loadout for Dan.
Do you think the Minutemen can do this in under a minute like they did in their previous rounds?
As we all know, as a White Company fighter, I am very biased towards the White Company. My heart doth lie with them. I would be surprised if the Minutemen had such an easy time. Holding up the back there, we've got retired Bohumil Masiak, most scary, dangerous, feared man in the sport. But Minutemen, very big team. That big, scary Scottish guy and his big, scary halberd.
And here come the Minutemen.
Counting in, demonstrating excellent ability to count. Very impressive. Don't tell him where the commentator's tent is. Somebody hates the vibe. Ball misses give off. Listen, if it wasn't effective, it wouldn't be in the hands of Dan Winter. That man could make a spoon an effective weapon.
I heard he killed a man with a pencil.
We can either confirm or deny on stream that that may or may not be the case. But we've got the start of round one.
This will be an interesting matchup. Both teams have proved themselves already.
Oh. I think what we're going to see here is the cohesiveness of White Company, a team that have fought together for 10 years. We're going to see if the Minutemen, quite a new alliance, can match that up. I think that's going to be the difference today. Indeed, 1776 Electric Boogaloo. Ian has in fact been known to give people CTE with both strikes and conversational skills. We've got a halberdier loose though, throwing strikes into Jake Bennett. Oh,
Massive.
but he's
halberd
got the
strikes.
attention of Jake Coles. Oh, and we've thrown.
Pain compliance at work, Sean.
I love that. That was some good techniques. I think just a bit late to the save. Jake Coles was there. Jake Bennett valiantly fighting too. But they've got a different beast in Jake Coles. Sword and Buckler World Champion. Eating those strikes though. It's not. Oh, we've got Barney with a save. You never are having a good day when Barney lands on your back.
That looked like a car crash on legs.
I mean, people have described Barney like that before. Too late there, Jake. Yes, he was, but he tried his best, and I think we're learning. We've got we've got a breakaway from the White Company. That's good. That's good. And a head rip.
Textbook head rip.
Oh,
But foiled, countered.
close. Just a bit too slow for that that save. Very desperate looking fight in the corner. The numbers advantage really come into play here.
I don't know about you, Sean, but I think that the most exciting fights are when they get scrappy at the end like this.
We do love a good scrap. I think this is a question of can Barney take somebody down enough time or quick enough to save his teammate in the corner, because it looks like quite a static corner there. Oh, a headbutt from that giant in the corner. Whoa. 2-on-1 and Barney. This is a grind. They can't afford to grind out here. Barney's the Buhurt shark. Barney is the Buhurt shark. Oh, was that a sit down from the Marshal?
I didn't quite catch that. I suppose we'll see in the replay.
Looks like potentially an armor failure. But now it's evened up the odds. We're 1-on-1. Lovely work. And now we've taken a 3-on-2. Barney doing the work here has turned this in to a 2-on-1. Nice strikes on the hand there. Just showing how mean a human being he really is there. Who is this well-plumed giant in the corner?
He's absolutely taking it like a champion.
He is. I think it's Martin Gill he's got there, holding on for dear life.
He's got a lot of mass, clearly. Very difficult to move.
Somebody's asking.
Horrible position to be in there with that head rip though.
It is. You see, Barney's got his legendary weapon in his hands there. Somebody asked what the White Company are doing. Don't expect them to struggle. I get what you're saying, but remember that the White Company, they've had a few new fighters join the roster. Oh, and we're
End of the
down.
round.
Lovely work from both teams.
That was an exciting fight to watch, Sean.
Give and take both ways. Very, very close to being the Minutemen's round there.
Quite a nail-biting round. Very difficult to predict who could have won there. Looked like it could have gone either way at various points.
We've got my favourite Scotsman, Michael Stewart, saying that it was an armour failure that sat the Minuteman down.
An armor failure.
There looks to be some tense discussion here. What have we got going on in the corner?
Oh, the marshals are resetting. The fight is not over, ladies and gentlemen.
Fight is not over.
This is the most exciting fight we've seen yet.
I don't think any fighter wanted this to be restarted here. That's
No,
just a grueling fight turned.
absolutely grueling, and this is probably going to come down to a battle of cardio.
Very impressive to make White Company work like that on a team assembled. But more impressive is that they almost had the round there. They may still have the round. The round is not over. Minute fighting for Abe Lincoln and Mary Todd. Obviously not fighting hard enough right now. Somebody needs to tell that to Ian there.
I think the Minutemen can be extremely proud of themselves for how well they've done here as a mercenary team.
They can be proud of themselves, but let's leave it to see until we know the result.
Indeed.
Barney stealing Ian's feather plume. I'll have to ask, can he get me one of those as well? But, reaching for the head, but of course Barney being just a human-sized man and Ian being a giant, not something that is achievable today.
I'm very impressed by our Minuteman here, our low Minuteman staying up this long.
Ian is doing impressive work. I love his sash. I'm just wondering. Somebody moving out of the way here underneath. Not a bad shout when two large men like that are wrestling on top of you. Barney's going to get some kind of axe. His sword taken away there. No, he's given it to Martin. He's given his sword to Martin, so that's why Martin was so static. He did not have a weapon.
Ah, I see.
Different fight now that Martin Gill's back in it.
For those in the crowd not familiar with the sport, if you drop your weapon, you are not allowed to make any offensive actions, and you need to run to the other side of the list.
Don't be
receive a weapon.
Don't be too hard on Ian here. Very hard to do something when you've got two top level fighters. Martin Gill, the world gold heavyweight medalist, and Barney, obviously super heavyweight silver medalist. So
What an intense round.
what an intense round. Phenomenal.
And that was only round one, can you believe it?
I'm so happy. Not only can I believe it, I am glad that that's the case. I cannot wait to see the second round of Top Tier Buhurt. We are into the thick of it.
Let's see what round two has to offer.
They did peel away a down rail there. Not as common now we're seeing on the big tall lists, but obviously anybody familiar with the old style lists will remember what a choppy and common thing they were.
White Company going in for a little huddle there, discussing what they want their next move to be.
I've been in those huddles, and let me tell you, there's nothing good being said there. That is firm fighting words.
And have there been any roster changes on either side? Some fresh bodies loaded up.
They are. We're having a team discussion from both sides here. Very interesting to know what is being discussed on the Minuteman side. See, I would be expecting that Ian would be very tired from this and maybe swapped out, but I don't know if you can afford to lose one of your best fighters. Ian's right van brace is open and armor failure. Okay. Well, that isn't good. Are they attempting to fix this before the round starts? Martin does add whimsy to everything he's involved in, but do not let that take away from how dangerous a fighter he is. He is incredible. I train with him very often, and let me tell you, you don't want to be on the receiving end of that man's whimsy. Buhurt's whimsical skedaddler. Okay, we've got whatever it is addressed, and we've got a fight start here. 5 on 5.
White Company straight in again with the aggression.
Looks like Minutemen have lost Ian, though. Sore loss. Oh, we've got a big hop, skip, and a jump there. Another weapon loss there. We've got a halberd in the hands.
The two-hander coming out for maximum pain.
Ooh, in the
On the
backside
right,
as well.
on the backside.
Oh.
Oh,
He's lining up those shots. Those are
he
picked
is going to
shots.
be feeling that tomorrow.
Yes,
I guarantee
he is.
it.
I would take a man down too. There's very few men would stay standing after that.
There's going to be some blue marks there to discover later.
Going to be some black marks there to discover later. Two halberds closing in. Oh, that grab. Not a bad decision to grab that halberdier. Had it worked, but given that it didn't. Oh! 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 Marshall saving somebody's life there, about to take an axe in the neck. Was that halberd handed to the White Company fighter?
If they drop their weapon, they have to move back to their side of the list and receive a new weapon.
They're saying that the support didn't lay the weapon down, which is of course what is, I believe, standard. Handing somebody a weapon, not an acceptable use.
Good catch there, Josh Kenny. We'll see whether or not the...
Sensazionale Facevamo Gheroinza 5 minute di pausa, ora è sufficiente per lui.
So I do think there's some discussion over the
Thanks for pointing that out, Josh Keeney. It is actually being brought to the Marshal's attention right now, and we'll see what comes of that.
stream commentator making the Marshals aware there. But as a White Company fighter, I don't think anybody's too happy to see that.
It is indeed a carnival offence.
There is a program. Yeah, so the Marshals are aware, and we will be informed as to what the decision is on that. Beaumont's just going to get another card. Thank you, Kyle, for sharing that. Of course, Beaumont red carded in his longsword duel yesterday, but as a very good friend of him, I'm assured that it was a misunderstanding, and he's just having a quick discussion there. It won't affect the outcome of the fight, but it still does need to be flagged. Beaumont going for a clean sweep of cards in every category. Well, he's so tired of receiving gold medals that he's just decided to collect other coloured things, is what I've been informed.
And we've just been informed there may be a 5-minute break coming up. We'll be back to you in around 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll catch you soon.
Keep chatting. Stay happy.
Hey there to all my friends in the chat. Can I just get you all to confirm that you guys can hear me with the roster up on the screen?
Should take like 10 seconds.
Thanks so much for the confirmation.
3 minuten. 3 minutes.
It's working, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Are you okay? You look not okay. Okay. So we'll go back over here.
Mamă, ce seară o să avem astăzi. Ați văzut câteva ciocniri 5 contra 5 și din câte am auzit acolo la tabără lor supravrar, orgoliul este foarte mare. Este Buhurt adevărat. După care Magister Tiberius aduce șoimii în arenă, tobele vor răsuna și de la ora 20 turnirul în cărare va frânge lănci. Competiția cărare, lănci, în arena de turnir. Scumpierii văd că profită de această pauză de hidratare și fortifică arena, pentru că s-a clătinat serios atunci când acești câmpiți oșteni au dat tot ce au avut.
Aici în mijloc sau în colț?
Asta e naie.
He has too pretty clothes on to be doing that. His clothes are too pretty for that job.
He's one of the knights of the noble houses.
Okay, all right.
I pushed her first. She said, "Why did you get a child?" I said, "I don't have a child."
Ceea ce mă surprinde și ar trebui să vă surprindă și pe dumneavoastră este faptul că unul din cavalerii rătăcitori ai competiției caselor mobiliare a fost cel care a sărit primul cu barosul să bată aceste fortificări ale arenei. Și au și spus organizatorii, hainele tale sunt mult prea bogate ca să dai la baros. Așa și e.
Both teams were warned because we didn't know who did it.
Modestia este
glad to see everyone appreciates the quality of the list.
To answer your question, Sigvald, about what it's made of, it's made of wood.
Good wood.
Good wood.
Nice. Maybe wood. Confruntare femminile prima din ultimele 5 înfruntări.
And we've got the Hospodars entering the list.
Is it the Hospodars or is it Buhurt?
It is. It's Buhurt versus Kenya's UK Women's. I do apologize. Sorry. Thinking of a fight after this.
So two tough women's teams. Both have proven themselves today.
They have Buhurt, I think, slightly more impressive so far for me.
Particularly with both the captain and vice captain racking up 10 years of experience each.
That's a lot of experience.
It sure is. And I've got no doubt that they'll be demonstrating their experience on the other team.
Kenya's UK entering the list now. Looking very, very fierce. Very, very strong. I can see a nasty looking halberd in the back there.
In their very striking black and red and gold uniforms.
I like the sunburst on the Aventail.
I do too, it's a nice touch.
I get black and white stripes and they get this fancy sunburst. It doesn't seem fair.
Have you ever thought that maybe you're on the wrong team?
Don't let Dan Winter hear you say that. He's not too far away from me.
Fighting words.
Leaning on that, as we clarified earlier, wooden list. Sigvald. Cameraman exits the list. Fighters ready, and we have got the beginning of the fight.
Both teams sizing each other up here and beginning to clash on the right side.
Centers holding.
Mirroring each other, it seems.
I think we saw this from Buhurt last time too, this feeling out process.
They're very careful and considered with every move that they make.
That should be a song.
Every move you make.
Demonetize the stream by singing there, Tristan.
Oh, sorry, the copyrighted music.
Yeah. All covers are not endorsed by BI International. But given that we are singing, we should expect to see more action from the fighters.
Really amused by the chat, more excited about what the list is made of than the fights here.
Yeah. Oh, but we do have a takedown from Buhurt. So early lead there, and we're going to see hopefully some faster action as a result.
Slow and steady seems to be the name of the game for Buhurt.
I just don't think that now that they're a man down, or a woman down rather, that they can afford to be slow and steady. They've got to really hustle.
They do. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, we almost had the equalizer there from Kenya's in the corner, but unfortunately number 5 took her down with her.
And it's a 3-on-1 on the left side here, and a 1-on-1 in the back corner. Do you think they might split that up, or just press their advantage on the 3-on-1?
If I were Buhurt support, I would be calling for the split. However, as you see, didn't need it. That should be a... that should be... Looks to be a 4-on-2 now, actually. It wasn't a 3-on-1 at all, it was a 3-on-2. But now, obviously... That's it.
That's the end of the round.
Lovely. Good words from Buhurt. It was a good fight. It was a good fight. I would have liked to see more action initially, instead of that one-on-one grind and feeling out process. But it worked for Buhurt, so
really great demonstration of teamwork, I think. Slow, steady, clearly communicating, and it won them the round.
you could see some of the communication at play there. I wonder I mean, you tell me what you think. I wonder if they should have split off a bit earlier to go help.
I think that might have made a big difference in how the fight panned out. Got very hyper-focused on one side there.
Happens to all of us, but obviously it didn't matter because Kvidoret took the win anyway, bringing that experience to bear. Big cheers from the crowd. Crowd seem to be enjoying it. It's getting thicker, if anything. Doesn't seem to be any empty seats in the house.
Really nice to see. Love that our sport is getting some attention. But I'm glad that we're in the shade.
The beginning of round 2.
Is anyone in the chat new to the sport?
I've seen we've had some old heads here. A bit of a faster start. Kenya's taking the centre very quick.
They sure are. Really pushing the aggression this time, not being quite as slow and measured. Just going right into the action.
Oh, we've got the opposite now. We've got a Kenya's fighter taking down one of the Kvidoret girls. And another. We've got Kenya's outnumbering Kvidoret.
Yes, Toast Kvidoret is from Finland.
Right now they're from Groundland because Kenyas are just dominating.
They sure are. Oh, another takedown there. Both teams really holding their own.
Some of the best fighting I've seen today. Somebody's daughter started recently. Well done, Rachel. We love that. This is really on Kvidoret now. They've got to push in the corner because they cannot be outnumbered for long or they will be ground down.
They will. In moments like this, it really is an endurance game. But yeah, Kvidoret pushed through, got them down, and that's the end of the round.
Beautiful, beautiful. Somebody's saying, is that Pete shouting? I don't know. We'll ask him.
Let's get some excitement in the chat for Pete, whoever that is.
Just seeing that Danny Mowat saying, yeah, I don't suppose Danny is here today. And if you are, make yourself known to the commentators because I would like to say hello.
Celticer says, I'm new to the sport too, here in support of a friend, but enjoying learning about it. Well, I hope that you're enjoying the stream and glad to see that you're supporting your friend.
We love that friendly support, but what's even better than supporting a friend is getting in that list and supporting a friend and their...
I think that's one of the best things about Buhurt is you get to bash your friends and then go hang out and drink beers and have a great time afterwards.
Yes, I'm catching some strays in the chat here. I cannot confirm or deny that I am present.
So, to some of the newbies in the chat know much about the rules, because Sean and I would be very happy to explain some of the ins and outs of the sport to those of you who are tuning in that are new.
Tristan would be very happy to explain.
Well, what we're watching is the 5 versus 5.
We've got a name that I cannot pronounce there. Bush blank 318 for legal reasons. The stream is indeed great, thank you.
Thank you so much for the support. And yeah, the 5v5s, 3 points of contact on the ground, you're out. So the goal is to try and get as many of the opposing team onto the ground, whether that's through wrestling or through pain compliance. And as soon as it goes down to a 3 versus 1, that is a win. Or if it's down to a 1 versus 1, it's last man standing.
These
or
strikes,
in this case, women's standing.
These strikes from Kenyas are looking powerful. That ball miss, I saw that armor shake. And she's hitting the hands too in the gaps. Beautiful work, but they're leaving a halberdier from Kvidoret open over there.
They seem to have plugged that gap now, and it's devolved back into more wrestling. But Kvidoret with
the
surprise rip.
Surprise. Flanking maneuver. Sun Tzu, flank him and spank him.
I like that one.
I love this. This is really like, this is now 1 for 1. This is the equalizer. Anybody's fight.
It is. It could really go either way here. Could this be the first fight that we see go into a 3rd round? Is this the third round?
This is the third
This
round
is
as
the
far as
third
I'm aware. Hopefully we won't see a fourth.
Let's hope not. Absolutely exhausting themselves here. Battle of endurance.
I wonder, given that she's got that sort of the space there, she's trying to support her teammate up from a bad position instead of actually striking, which is lovely to see. That's exactly what... oh!
Nasty shots to the spine there, but Kvidoret girls coming right back in to defend their teammates. Great to see.
Somebody's asking what were those taps. Even though it didn't clink the armor, it's actually, as you very well know, when you don't hear the armor, they've hit the soft spot underneath. That's when those strikes really come into their own.
E una din cele mai dramatice lupte.
Amândoi antrenorii strigă îngrozitor.
So the first round of this was a draw. So this is the make or break moment.
E doar o chestiune de timp.
Kvidoret have taken the lead here in terms of numbers, but not necessarily in quality. Kenya's breaking free.
Kenya's breaking free. Let's see if they can pull this in their favor.
Toast telling us that two-hander needs more wumbo. Having just seen Ian swing his, I think I know what wumbo means.
We love to see the wumbo. Give us more wumbo.
More wumbo.
Great excitement from the Finnish supporters.
Sofia, văd că a ajuns
Dongus Kong asks, isn't grabbing weapons illegal? Grabbing blades is, but as long as you're grabbing a wooden part of a weapon, you are absolutely allowed to grab them.
Yes, some of the most technical wrestling I've seen involves somebody else's axe. Earlier on in the stream, we've seen Barney Barnes and... Oh! Beautiful work, beautiful work.
Great surprise charge working as intended.
That speed and aggression is what we love to see.
It is, and I think it's something that Kniaz is known for, is a bit of aggression. And nice to see that as we get into the final slog of the battle, some moments of intensity coming back.
Somebody's saying they get lost with the terminology of weapons there. Me too, Natasha, me too.
Weapon go chop.
Weapon go chop, mace go bang.
That's all you need to know. The fact that you're already here and watching already means that you're learning, and we're very happy to have you following along on the stream.
So happy. More Natasha. That halberd there appears to have been stuck, so make an effort to free it there. Not sure what the strategy from Kenya's here is, Tristan.
I'm not sure, but quite difficult to get out when you've got 2 or 3 people weighing down on you. That's a lot of weight to try and lift off your back.
Somebody's idea of a good time there, Tristan, but certainly not mine.
Me neither, especially not in this warm weather. On their third round, it is 27 degrees in Noradia. It's warmed up since this morning.
Oh! And that's it. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. 27 degrees it is, Tristan. However, inside that armor, as you well know, feels closer to 3,000.
Yep. Good on them for enduring it, especially for this long, well into the third round. It looks like the marshals have reset the round.
It was a close fight, very close fight. Excellently fought from both parties.
So now it is 2-1 in favor of Kvidoret.
Yeah, excellent work from those experienced fighters. Really nice people too. Really love talking with them
Very
earlier.
nice. Sean and I had a great chat with the captain and vice captain of Kvidoret women's team. Both 10 years of experience each, and nice to see them bring that to the Invitationals in Romania.
What will not be nice to see, Tristan, is White Company versus Hospodars after the performance that they've been putting on.
I am worried for Hospodars that this might be a cakewalk for White Company.
I'm very worried for Hospodars. Again, we've got the roster showing up on screen now. You can see some of those famous names.
între două echipe feminine.
I don't want to even attempt to pronounce some of those Hospodar fighters.
Ne-am înșelat.
Hospodars from
Aplauzele
Moldova and White Company from the
petrec
UK.
pe
Yes.
fete. Urmează o
And we're going to see
Hospodarii.
this, given their performance today, I'd be very shocked to see Hospodars take the win on the White Company.
It's certainly difficult. Never say never, but yeah, it's certainly looking like it's in favor of the White Company in this round.
Never.
Someone in chat's calling you a coward, Sean.
Well, they obviously know me very well.
Între gospodarii.
We love to hear sound during the roster. Big thumbs up. Big love to our technical support team, Dusty and Yuki.
Thanks for the confirmation about the sound during the roster. Glad we've gotten that ironed out.
Bohemel only duels now, and he pro fights as well. And he regularly beats us White Company men up in his barn.
Suporteri.
Thank you, Bohemel.
I'm a fan of Hospodar's tabards with the white dragon on the purple and green. Quite fashionable.
I can see a few of those. Somebody supports in early retirement. Couldn't agree more, having been on the receiving end of it. I love the tabards, I do. White Company entering the list now. Again, we see Dan leading the way.
Adversarii de White Company.
I would say no, but you could say yes.
Reamintesc, misiunea gospodarilor este aproape imposibilă, misiune grea. Sunt campionii de la Visegrad, the White Company.
Hospodar's supports hat is indeed incredible. White Company may be winning in the medals category, but Hospodars, I think, are solid contenders for winning in the fashion category today.
Absolutely better drip on the Hospodars. Loving that supports hat too. What happened with the White Company Minutemen? Bear with us to find out. As soon as we know, we will inform you. And we've got the start of the fight. Fast start from Hospodars, taking half of that list or more there. And we've got a breakthrough for White Company. Oh! That was poor. Expect better.
A suicide there, evening things out on both sides. Oh, what a clean leg
Check zone,
sweep
yeah.
there.
Just that man didn't know what he was engaging with there.
All things considered, Hospodar's doing very well, going up against a giant like White Company.
Uh-oh, they've
Weapon
fallen
drop.
into the trap.
Oh no.
That man's going to be held in the corner while 3 White Company men take their turns on him.
Brutal.
Au luptat cu bravură. Urmează a doua rundă.
Somebody saying Kai went down fast there. I want to assure you, Adam, all the way in Poland there, that Kai will hear about it this evening at dinner.
Looking like some fresh faces getting swapped in.
Somebody cheering for the Minutemen when the Hospodars are fighting. Tell me that is not what you also saw, Adam.
Now that's a dented helmet.
That is Martin Gill's twisted style and smile in there. We saw him whimsically skedaddle across the list earlier, and I think we're going to see that again very shortly. Absolutely agree, fighting Fubar. Nothing wrong with just some very strong, proud men taking turns on each other compatriotly as friends and colleagues
Passionate.
in fighting and in training. You know, just good, clean, respectful fun.
Good and honest sport.
What are we thinking of the Wolf Ribs arrayed before us here? One of my favorite helmets.
I'm not a wolf rib appreciator, Sean, but they are effective. I'll give them that, but I can't offer too many pleasant words about them.
Kai runs in with the same takedown, only successful this time. Redeemed
Whoa.
himself.
Running away.
Don't blame him. Oh, and that's it.
Oh!
Oh!
Unexpected
L'ultimo
White
comando
Company member
che
falling
gira
victim to the
Buhurt.
hospitals there.
Applauso per
Just took away the
Giuliani.
clean sweep from them, but yeah, somebody said Wolfram's top tier ugly toast, but top tier breathing.
Top tier ugly, but top tier breathing. That's the name of the game with the wolf ribs.
Well, you got your practice.
Sean Pierce says, love the wolf rib practicality, hate the aesthetic. Me too.
Can't argue with you there.
Ci furono suggesti da finale.
2 more matches upcoming. And 2 more matches upcoming, and then after that it will be the end of the day. And you all can tune in for the rest of the matches tomorrow.
Penultima luce a Fete.
So it is a round robin
The
tournament,
White Company Fete.
and we will continue with the second half of the fights tomorrow.
Despite losing, the Hospodars are making up for it in absolute character and fashion.
Fighting bangs there from Tier's Valkyries, coming in ready to redeem themselves against their opponents, the White Company women's team.
All the way from Australia, entering the list again, Tears Valkyries.
Who wears a hound skull unironically? I would have to ask them, Cal. I wouldn't be prepared to comment.
The Valkyries ready to do Australia proud. Can
Right.
the any Aussies in the chat show some love to the Valkyries?
We've got the White Company women's entering the list. Jenny Habry with a ball miss as well. Very, very scary stuff.
You don't see the ball maces too often, but clearly their work. Could this be a new meta that we're starting to see unfold?
I personally have recently adopted the ball mace in Buhurt. I found it to be rather impactful for the wrestling, but the strike's somewhat lackluster.
I can understand why. Maybe I'll have to give it a try.
We've got Adam Harrigan criticizing some newer fighters what they think is drip. Well, Adam, I guess we'll have to see. Drip ain't anything when you can see or breathe in Dongus Kong. I personally fight in a wolf rib, so I agree, and it's taken me to several, world championships and the UK #1 in lightweight, so I have to agree with you there. White Company moving in fast with the middle.
Extremely quick change of positions for the White Company.
Leaving nothing to chance here. Taut, they're tired. Day's nearly over.
Very well drilled, and how they cross the list, immediately finding targets and moving towards them.
They knew what they were doing with that opener. I don't think there was leaving anything to chance here.
Rachel from Australia holding her own against White Company.
What can a ball miss do that an axe cannot? Nothing. Its strength fighting Fubar is in that the ball miss head does not get caught as often as the axe head gets caught, and it cannot be grabbed under the head as easily.
An axe also has a much smaller point of contact, which is transmitting a lot more force into whatever you're hitting. Hurts a lot more.
Yes, give and take like almost anything. White Company took that round handily there.
Very good job for both teams, but White Company just proving their mettle.
I like your pun there, sir. Well done.
Totally intended.
So we're seeing some discussion between rounds here. What do you think's being spoken about?
Well,
I
suppose, a lot of this is probably catching their breath between rounds. It's difficult, it's hot, and very tiring going against such an aggressive team like White Company. But I suppose the Australians would be extremely used to the heat, and 27 degrees is practically freezing for them.
We'll see how that works out for them. They are doing very well in the heat. We're seeing a stronger opening from Tears Valkyries this time around with that back sweep.
White Company centers keeping their distance, scanning the situation.
I feel like they're standing in the center, but they're letting their fighter, JD Dahlgren, in the corner, getting 2v1 there. I'm not liking that. It's turned into a dog pile here in the corner.
Someone might end up falling under the list.
That's what I'd like to see to finish off the day strong.
It would be. It's quite interesting.
Oh! Nice. Tuck down in the corner there, opening the field up.
This round definitely a little bit more freeform than the previous one.
We've seen a weapon loss there from Tears Valkyrie, and one of the White Company fighters trying to free JD Dahlgren.
Serious wrestling happening here. Two of the Valkyries absolutely weighing down the White Company, but keeping them up.
Oh, do you know
Ooh,
what?
rough
That
there.
was good, and it would have worked out well had that person not gone down as well.
Yes, that was really unfortunate. Is this a 2v2 now?
I don't think that that's where you want to be when you're in the bottom of that pile there, which is where
No.
Dahlgren appears to be. Doing great to survive so long though.
Absolutely, really showing their endurance.
And sometimes that's what it takes. It takes that endurance so that your team can 2v1 somebody else.
I'm so impressed at how long she's managed to stay up, this Valkyrie.
I think we're seeing some fatigue amongst the halberdier on the White Company.
Yeah, really starting to show through.
Pushing through the
Oh,
list though. Oh!
Wow, and that's the 3v1.
That was very close. Had that been 3-4 more seconds, we might have seen a different outcome.
Yep, that was really down to the wire. Great effort
Aplauze
from
pentru
both teams.
acești
That was a
fete
fantastic
incredibili.
fight.
Poate nu ați auzit de aici, nu s-a auzit puțin altfel. Toți au strigat. Toți au spus atunci când se aplauză.
Beautiful work from everybody involved. And now we're getting nice shots of the crowd there. You can see how busy it is over here.
Lots and lots of people have made their way over today to enjoy the fights.
I caught some of the jousting yesterday.
It's been nice to have such variation in attractions for everyone visiting and in the crowd to watch. Yesterday was full of duels, longsword, polearm, and today is the team fights, and nice to see the crowds really being drawn in to enjoy the sport.
Why is there a horse? Somebody asked. I do believe it's for the jousting. I'm a firm advocate for introducing horses to Buhurt as well, but I don't think I'll see much success on that front.
I've been told that this is the biggest medieval event in the country, and one of the most well-known medieval events in Europe.
So, horse is interested in Buhurt. It is, you know, as anybody knows, Buhurt is of course based on historical training for knights, and the horse and mounted combat and jousting a huge part of that tradition. So to see it here included in the festival is wonderful to see.
And up next, Invicta and the Minutemen once again.
Now this fight is going to be, this is my most wanted fight of the day.
Me too. Both of these teams have just proven that they are not willing to compromise, and they have both been very effective.
Somebody asking for a joust and sublead. Rowland is fighting. He thought he retired. Yes, he did retire, but like the Green Power Ranger in the time of greatest need, Rowland did reappear when Invicta blew their magic flute. We fight for them once again. We see Ian coming back strong, having swapped his two-handed axe for a shotgun, apparently.
We'll see how they do. Let's see if Ian can show us the same endurance that he showed in his previous fight.
Bringing that 4th of July firepower.
4th of July firepower, doing the Yanks proud.
Yes, well, we'll see.
Hopefully.
Again, displaying his ability to count. And is that a barbute?
It is a barbute. What are your thoughts on the barbute helmet?
I think it's absolutely phenomenal until you get a falchion in the eye.
Yeah, I'd considered a barbute at one point, but I must admit the thought of something getting between the bars is a little scary, and that's why I don't fight with the wolf rib.
And we've got the start of the fight. Let's go, let's go. Oh, big kick to start. Charge. Oh, early tick down from the Minutemen, and a charge that did very little. The
What an
horse is
exciting
cheering.
matchup here. The list buckling under the intensity of this fight here.
And the weight of those fine men. Maybe we should talk more about what the list is made of.
Who needs horses?
Phenomenal work 2v1ing Invicta from the Minutemen there. Oh, but he's left alone.
Cross check there. And another pile.
Carl Young and Greg Pryor on the Minutemen right rail are the ones to watch. Yes, they are. Sharing a name with famous psychologist Carl Young, of course. No coincidence.
Whoa. Powerful head rip there. But he managed to stay up. But
No, well.
got pushed under the list.
The sport is just passing me by.
Oh!
That was beautiful. I love that. We are seeing... Oh!
Using the bodies on the floor to their
That
advantage
was
there.
so technical. I thought Invicta had it for sure, but the Minutemen showing excellent tenaciousness even in this out.
Tenaciousness is the right word for this. What an intense fight.
This is why this was my most look forward to fight of the day, Tristan.
I can totally see why, Sean.
Who are you rooting for here?
I'm kind of rooting for Invicta. I think they had an early loss against the White Company, and I want to see if they can prove themselves. That said, Invicta has just gone down for the round.
I must say the Minutemen are winning me over with their performance today. This
It's
is
certainly
incredible.
been extremely impressive. It's very difficult to pick a favorite.
Numărul 77 a doborât cu mai puțin de 3 adversari la 77. Să vedem ce va fi.
În runda a doua. Au fost foarte explozive aceste riposte ale numărului 77 din echipa Minutemen.
I agree. Very clean sweeps. Let's go, Greg. Greg, party. Can we get some appreciation in the chat for Greg?
Where is everyone in the chat watching from?
Greg, come see us in the commentators booth for a crisp high five when you're done. That is, in fact, all that we pay these fighters with.
High fives.
Crisp ones. Nice break between rounds. I like to see that. Rainbow Beach, Australia. I can't think of a more misnamed place. Should be everything, including the fauna and animals trying to kill me. Beach, Australia.
One person from Ohio, USA. Brisbane, Australia. Seattle, Washington.
That Brisbane person, give a shout out to my man, Colin Campbell.
UK, Romania. We've got some locals watching. That's great.
Lovely, very aggressive start. Somebody with a backside hit there from Invicta. Whoa! Push over. Lovely, lovely work from Invicta there, putting those new tabards to use.
Some of the North Americans and Australians defying the time zones to be here to watch.
Somebody from Denmark, the home of a tournament not too far away. Devolved and that was good work. Very, very close there.
The centers meeting for a gentlemanly duel in the middle.
Like that.
That ended in a great trip. Wow.
Polite and respectful. And that's it. Well done to the Minutemen. Oh. We've got a chant of USA going up amongst the crowds. And we've got a giant Ian smashing the list.
He is a big fella.
He is indeed a fig bella.
Petreceți cu aplauzul furtunoasă, a fost ceva foarte rar, întâlnit pentru prima dată la noi și din nou o premieră pe scena festivalurilor medievale din țara noastră.
Andrew the Centurion says this sport is absolute cinema and he thinks he just got addicted. Andrew, please reach out to Buhurt International. Buhurt International will be very happy to help you find your local team so that you can start
Ca
training
să-și
and getting
regleze
involved.
conturile.
That was a crazy sweep reverse. I absolutely agree. Do not see that every day. Somebody apologizing for their government.
There's no politics in Buhurt, only battle.
Oh, there's no politics in Buhurt. We were not, in fact, endorsed to say that. Somebody's spelling list with a Y. I don't know if we've got a ban button, but if we do.
Oh, I hate to break it to you, Sean, but I write list with a Y.
And more. Asta a spus capitanul.
I like to spell it L-H-Y-S-T-E-W.
That's a new one.
Lowest.
The holiday for us, Americans here, but there's still animosity between us and our British friends here on Invicta.
Wonderful day. I'm so proud of how everybody has fought here today, including my company, the Cosmonauts. And as captain of the Minutemen, I say thank you to everyone. Mulțumim pentru senzaționala luptă. Unii ies ajutați pe colegi. Mulțumim tuturor acestor viteși, iar ei mulțumesc publicului. Buhurt International! See you tomorrow!
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. That is the end of the day today. Please tune in tomorrow for the rest of the team fights. It's going to be good. Let's hope it cools down for the sake of some of these teams here who aren't used to the heat.
Absolutely incredible performances by everybody today. We even had a guest speech from Ian there at the end.
Yep, really patriotic from him and well deserved after having flown such a long way.
Greg might have promised that that he was going to slay some red coats there, but I think you'll find that he was on the receiving end of that slaying against the white company. Maybe have a word with Greg.
Minutemen were amazing this fight. Yeah, they sure were. Really proving themselves today in Romania.
Senzațional și o vreme foarte bună la festivalul medieval Oradea. Mulțumesc!
Hey, can we pop his visor? Yeah, pop it. Get some air.
Yeah, again, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate all the back and forth and chat. You guys are what makes it special, and you make our job way more fun. So I cannot wait. Anybody who's in Romania, come and say hello. And anybody who isn't, I'll see you at IMCF.
Please tune in tomorrow for more fights. They're definitely going to be good.
Adam Harrigan telling some
historical facts.
Yes,
I think
I do
will
recall that
force one of
quite
these to
quite well
somehow
actually.
wipe.
Only 2 a.m. here in Australia, worth the watch though. Thanks so much for staying up late. And no doubt the Valkyries appreciated all the support in the chat that you guys were giving. Makes such a difference knowing that everyone back home is cheering you on. Well, breaking news for all of you watching at home. There has apparently been a potential illegal hit to the back of a knee, and footage is currently being reviewed by the marshals and those involved. So we may or may not see some yellow cards being handed out, so tune in if you want to see the results of that.
Cum cheamă calul tău? Cum se numește? O să aflăm când te întorci. O, e o demonstrație și de gândire de după.
Hey guys, they have 3 fights. Ready?
Seara, doamnelor și domnilor!
Să răspundem cu aplauze. Este Magisten Tiberius de la Societas Falconis, vânătorul regal.
Bine ați venit la prezentarea noastră despre vânătoarea negră mediu. O să vă prezentăm
Dongus Kong says, so any news on the White Company of Minimum card? Well, we have received an update that there has been a warning issued. Marshals are still debating it and reviewing the footage.
Deoarece ieri, într-adevăr, ne cerem scuze, am prezentat mai mult din partea aceasta.
Stay out of your own head. All right, good.
That would be Steve O'Donnell, the short guy with the guy with the green coloring. It was me, and it was Greg Price.
În evul mediu, nobilimea preferă să vâneze călari, indiferent dacă vânau cu lance sau dacă vânau cu păsări de pradă.
So, if that yellow card proceeds and the fighter on the receiving end of the illegal hit, who is currently receiving medical attention, is unable to complete the rest of the tournament, that yellow card will be switched out to a red card.
Hey guys,
Who did you go help in the corner? You?
Descoperit și noi aici, și urmăritul călare nu este chiar
copy. Pass the match. You guys get ready. Helmets on, okay?
două animale
All of
complet
you.
diferite.
If you
Unul
lose this one, it goes to
sălbatic, o pasăre de pradă nu este o pasăre domestică.
Hello there, chat. It's Dusty. I'm really curious, actually, what you guys think about the live stream. Do you have any suggestions or any feedback about what we can do different? Write it down in chat because we definitely want to know how we can improve the live streams and how to make it more convenient for you guys to look at. Do you want more information? Do you want to see more rosters? Let us know in chat and we can adjust.
Echipamentele ce o să vă prezentăm acum. Avem lăncile, o să puteți să vedeți, colegii vă arată două tipuri de lănci. Una este o suliță simplă, mult mai scurtă față de ce se folosește în război. De multe ori era dus în pereche, acesta se arunca după pradă. Aici îl vedem pe vânătorul nostru, cu fiului de 7 ani. Țin să menționez că
So at the moment, no one has a red card. It's being reviewed. There's a competitor being checked out by the medical people. Once they confirm that the competitor is not able to compete anymore for the rest of the tournament, then they will get a red card. Otherwise, this will stay a yellow card most likely.
ajunge la nivelul superior. Inclusiv la cavaleri, ei începeau la 7 ani să fie afros, de la 14 învățau armele să le mânuiască și doar la 21 de ani puteau să fie muși cavaleri. O mică paranteză. Vânătoarea, mai ales cu lance și cu arc, era și o pregătire pentru război. Astfel, putea să dovedească în afara câmpului de luptă vitejia și priceperea.
Who is your daughter? Give us a shout out by name so we can congratulate her on stream for fighting with all of her heart.
We could actually invite her on the live stream. She can say hello.
Yes.
Putem să observăm că săgețile sunt purtate la brâu. În realitate, nu foloseau atât de mult tolbele pentru vânătoare. Era o piesă care îi încurca în desișurile pădurilor. Europa era mult mai împădurită.
Let us know in the chat if you'd like to hear more of Dusty's phenomenal commentary tomorrow. We can bring him on special.
Well, I'm a little bit rusty. It's been a while that I actually did commentating on the live stream, so I would like to, but I have a lot of other stuff to do.
Rusty Dusty is running the stream. I did not get that name for what he just said.
Well, I can definitely say the weather in here in Romania is definitely really hot. It's been like over 25 degrees almost all week, even like tipping to 34 degrees. So it's definitely being a hot period over here, but I think we're getting an update, so let us come back to you in a couple of seconds.
Efectiv, gata să poate să urce pe coada lungii. Dar discusimia omului nu se aseamănă cu viteza sau nasul unui câine și atunci se folosesc diferite rase.
Kyle Everton asked why the team's still at the list. Are they refighting the round? So I have just been informed that we are done for today, but those teams are very likely to be refighting that last round tomorrow.
În mediu avem informațiile că le
So for first-time watchers, definitely really difficult to understand what's going on. We do have the roster implemented, but still, without seeing the actual face, it's always difficult to understand who is who. Maybe in the future, we can definitely work on it, but in the beginning of the rounds, we definitely show the roster with the belt number, so you could actually track the competitor in the list with the belt number. We got the information that we're done for today as well, so we will stop the live stream, and thank you for watching. Any one of the commentators want to say a last word, last goodbye?
Well, thank you everyone for watching. This has been Tristan and Sean.
That's Sean Goff, White Company. I'll be at IMCF supporting and fighting for the UK at middleweight, hoping to take another medal in the World Championship.
And I might see some of you at the Visegrad tournament next week when I'll be fighting with MFC Vysočina. Have a great night, everyone. See you around.
Unii dintre dumneavoastră care ați fost mai mult pe aici în parcursul zilei, probabil ați tot auzit pe Gaston fiind chemat. El este un spaniel, poate ni se alătură acum, cu siguranță este în tabără. Spanielul este un câine de lucru, lui nu-i place așa de mult lesa. Gaston!
Birds flying high. My dearest, the days grow longer without your letters. Are you safe? I pray each night that fate brings you home.
My beloved, I have marched with brave knights, witnessed glorious battles and crossed lands beyond imagination. The flags have been raised, the horns have sounded. This year, we march to conquer Oradia.
My dearest, the days grow longer without your letters.